Super genius teenager Amadeus Cho is now the Hulk after curing Bruce Banner. He's out doing things like saving rogue space shuttles and enjoying life, until randomly two people appear next to him in space and blast his jetpack off. This sends him into a freefall, and the humans shed their skin and show themselves to actually be bloody killer cyborgs. We see that these cyborgs are being monitored by Weapon X, and they're going to make so much better use of the Hulk powers than whoever tried to previously. Meanwhile in space, Hulk realises that he can fling his frozen blood at the cyborgs and manages to damage them. But when he demands answers, the cyborg self-destructs and knocks the Hulk out. That's weird, he's supposed to be hard. It seems like Weapon X are going to be able to harvest his whole body. But Hulk recovers and destroys the other cyborg. Turns out he was playing tricks. He's a smart Hulk, isn't he? He rips the top half of the cyborg up and braces for impact as he crashes back to Earth with a splakoosh. Meanwhile, Sabretooth, Domino and Old Man Logan are out on a boat searching for bits of cyborgs that attacked them, when Amadeus turns up and says he's got exactly what they're after. And after running tests on the cyborgs, he realises they've got all of Sabretooth's, Wolverine's, Lady Deathstrike's and Warpath's DNA on them, which is how they've got their powers. After Sabretooth nearly kills the cyborg, Cho makes it clear he wants no killing being done while he's around. He knows these lot have got a lot of red in their ledger, as they say. He digs around in the cyborg's brain and gets details on where it was made, so starts to head there, confident as you like. But not before Wolvie reminds him that they probably have his blood now, which could make things more difficult, and is also very true. So the new team gear up to infiltrate the Weapon X base and do it from the sky. And it's all a bit too easy taking down the Sentry cyborgs. But a new batch come at the Hulk and take him down. The Weapon X dude says what we're all thinking and remarks that Cho just can't tap into the unlimited reserves of the Hulk strength, so he's struggling against these things. As a matter of fact, the whole team are struggling, so Sabretooth just takes the initiative and shoots the Hulk in the chops to make him angry. And it works. So while Cho takes down another couple of cyborgs, Logan and Domino manage to free Warpath and Lady Deathstrike, who go to town on the cyborgs, and then find the scientists that were experimenting on them. Yuriko is about to kill one who's got to pick up her kid from school, but Hulk stops her. No killing on his watch, okay? He asks the lady who's in charge, but before she can answer, the whole place gets blown to smithereens. So this new team now get ready to find the main place where they make these cyborgs. But uh-oh, this seagull has more Hulk blood, and it's on its way home. To Reverend William Stryker, that bastard. So the team do some detective work to figure out the person who became a cyborg, and also where all this fluid that holds the cyborgs came from. And they split into two teams to investigate. The first team come across some cats, but they're cyborg cats, or land piranhas if you will. Doesn't stop them getting the info though. Meanwhile, the other team find the cyborg guy's racist mum, knock her out to explore her flat, and turns out their family was a bit horrible, but there's also a brother out there. We then see Reverend Stryker sending a guy off to do something tough from the sounds of it. He really just wants to have a prey, but instead he gets zapped, put into a massive test tube, and next to him we can see a few failures to create something, and he's the next attempt. Then we see Weapon X are now testing their cyborgs, called Batch F, on regular old strong mutants, and they are doing the job. They're also seeing what happens when you put adamantium on a Hulk's bones, because he changes size all the time. So it turns out when he gets too big, his flesh just rips from his bones and he dies in a giant green mushy puddle. Meanwhile, our Hulk catches up with the brother they're looking for when Weapon X turn up to whisk him away in a car. Hulk is attacked by a kind of hulky Deathstrike cyborg who distracts him enough for Bobby to actually get away. Cho says he's the strongest there is, but Dr. Alba, the Weapon X girl, says that she doesn't think he will be the strongest there is for much longer. Domino and Warpath then head to Stryker's church, as they now know he's helping Weapon X with humans to volunteer for these experiments. And they get in a fight with some cyborg dogs. Logan and Sabretooth talk to a guy who helped get the stasis fluid shipped. They're having a pizza, chilling out, doing it the nice way, but he's killed by nanobots. Weapon X now have two subjects that they think will be the one: H-Beta and H-Alpha. One is a true believer. The other one is more like Wolverine. And Dr. Alba thinks the Wolverine-y one is the actual one. Will she be right? Probably. So our team of baddies turn good, infiltrate the final building, and hit a load of mini cyborgs. No big deal. Then they come up against a couple who are getting really lucky. Weapon X got Domino's power too. Luckily, she knows how to counter it. Sabretooth then finds Stryker, and he's about to kill the son of a bitch until Cho stops him. And then he stops Wolvie and Deathstrike from doing it. No killing. Not even insane evangelical murderers. While this happens, Warpath and Domino finally get to see the birth of H-Beta. And it's a boy. It's a big old Hulk boy with some nasty Wolverine claws. It's the first of our Hulkverines. But walks right into a Hulk punch. Unfortunately, Cho doesn't realise it's got claws. Ouch. Cho tries to appeal to the human inside, but Dr. Alba, that little arsehole, explains that Bobby is not there anymore. This means Cho is struggling. So he's a smart guy. He taps into some inner rage to go full-blown Hulk. After bashing H-Beta up, we see that H-Alpha is ready for a turn. And this guy looks a lot more hardcore. Alba, turns out, was right. He joins the fight, but as he's an apex predator, he takes down the greatest threat. Not our Hulk, but H-Beta. It then displays some intelligence and turns towards the scientists. And he's about to take them down because they've been experimenting on him, when Cho steps in again, and he gets a headbutt and a Hulk smash for his troubles. But he'll be back, as will the newly rebranded Weapon X. Hope you enjoyed this recap of Weapon X's attempt to make a Hulkverine. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and all that jazz. My name's Danny Baker, this is 6 Degrees, and stay tuned for more Weapon X content coming soon.